A billion or so fucking years ago, there was probably a big rock in space that had a bunch of microorganisms on it or whatever, and that big rock probably crashed onto a big ball in the middle of fucking nowhere, and the organisms turned into fish, and then into monkeys, and then into humans, which is fantastic and doesn't matter, and yet somehow I'm sitting in my room trying to remember what the a FAFSA is and why the I need to do it, and wouldn't you know it, my password has expired. Which is strange because you've acknowledged that it was the correct password and therefore I am who I say I am, but I guess I have to make a new one now, which is fucking so exciting. So I type in my email, I type in my email password, I click the button to create a new password, and holy fucking shit, I am an illogically formed amalgamation of cells and feelings who shouldn't even exist. And I'm sitting in my room emailing myself the link to create a new password to the financial aid website so I can afford to learn the things that are necessary for me to pursue the job I want, and that just makes sense. We're not going to ask any questions about that. Where the fuck was I? Financial aid. So I get my financial aid squared away and I go to bed, and I wake up sitting in a classroom in the middle of a goddamn pandemic, and the teacher tells me the damnedest thing. Holy shit, you'll never believe this, folks. Apparently, there was this guy a long time ago who said stuff that we still find interesting to this very day. Isn't that so novel? A man who existed 21 centuries ago said things that people still fight over, and you're gonna tell me that for $59.99 I can have a 4-month supply of breast enlargement scrub, and it comes in discreet packaging? And even if I did have the biggest in the world, it wouldn't even matter, because need I remind you, we are on a ball in the middle of nowhere. There's no history to go down on. I mean down in. Whoops. One of the funny things about the English language is that one misplaced sentence, one misplaced word can completely change the context of a sentence. Yeah, that's fucking right. There is a random ball in the middle of space where if you say on instead of in, you're performing a sexual act on a concept that doesn't have a physical form. Can we have a big fat round of applause for that one? But don't wear your hands out yet, folks, because apparently, after a millennia of trying to coexist with the other illogical apparitions of matter, I can walk right the fuck into a store, give someone a piece of paper with a dead white guy on it, and I'm now the proud owner of however many f***ing cans of dark red kidney beans with sea salt I can afford with my dead white guy paper. And I can stare into the eyes of the person putting my beans into a bag, and I can grab them by the shoulders and ask them, are you in on the joke? What do you know that I don't? None of this is normal. None of this is healthy. But I don't do that. Why? I don't know. I guess I might as well have, but now I'm walking home from the store, and blobs of metal are driving by me, and pillars of wood jut out from the ground, and what the f*** makes you think that I couldn't just fall through the crust of the goddamn earth right this second, huh? Who's to say I won't explode right here on the sidewalk? Or what if my head falls off? Or I swallow a bug and choke on it? Well, I'll tell you what happens. My body will decompose into the ground, and then grass will grow on the remains, and the deer will eat the grass, and the people hunt and eat the deer, and it's the circle of life composed by Elton John with lyrics by Tim Rice. But wait a fucking minute, what if I don't get buried? What if I get cremated? My ashes will either stay in a jar for eternity or get spread into the ocean or something. And that contributes to the circle of life in no way. What if a coyote digs up my body and eats it? That's not the circle of life. I'm a vegetarian. I wouldn't eat a coyote even if that was a thing people ate. And then some hunter kills the coyote and mounts its head on a wall. How does that contribute to the circle of life? And why does the circle of life matter if one day we're just going to crash into the sun? Anyways, what is stopping me from grabbing that cashier by the shoulders and shaking them until they realize that we're on a rock in space? What is stopping me from flapping my arms and flying up into space? What's stopping me from playing another song right over this one? Folks, you know them, you love them. Please give it up for the Rolling Stones.